Happy Thursday, everybody. How are we doing today? It's a wonderful Thursday. My hair looks very big. I've been getting ready for my rotator cuff surgery. So I had a perm done so I don't have to mess with my hair since I'll be one-handed. And it looks very big. I'm channeling the 80s. I should have been on one of those decade shows, right? So I'm Stacy. Hi, New Life Pottery. And this is my Thursday show is usually a theme show. So I tricked you guys. I did a theme show on Monday for in advance of Cinco de Mayo. I did the Latin American folk art pottery, alebrijes, all kinds of stuff. So I flip-flopped. Today I'm doing my weekly finds. Next week, I'll get back to my normal schedule. We'll do a Monday weekly finds and then a Thursday theme show. So I'm Stacy, also known as Mermy, coming to you from Phoenix, Arizona. And today I have just a hodgepodge of things I found throughout the week. And we're going to take a look. I do have a couple. Let me get you turned around and let me get my glasses on here. We do have a couple of pre-bids, so we'll get to those first. Take a look in the shop. And if you see anything that catches your eye, let me know or pre-bid on them, and I will bring them to stage for you. So this first item, I got a lot, an auction lot last week, and this wasn't necessarily what I got the auction lot for, but it's gorgeous, and I thought I'd give it as a good deal. It is Mother's Day in German, Muttertag. I probably didn't say that right. 1978. It is by Vilroy and Bach. It is signed on the back, Vilroy and Bach. And 1978. I'm not sure what that says. Fräulein, isn't that a woman, I think. It is a limited edition. It is 4,927 out of 15,000, and it is made in Germany. It has a little bit of stuff on the back. Gorgeous, though. I love how beautiful. There's the mom. Look at the beautiful, what do they call empire dresses that are kind of that high-waisted dress. It does have a pre-bid. We're going to start it at 8. Good morning, everyone. Thanks for coming in. And that's a good deal. I think these are being listed for in the 30s or so. Not sure what they're being sold for, but here we go. We're going to start this auction and get started today. Hi, hopefully. This is a pre-bid. This beautiful plaque. It is, I would imagine, a wall plaque, or it could just be a table dressing of sorts. Beautiful, beautiful work done on this one, German. All right, and it looks like Mike picked that up. Thank you, Mike, if you're in the room. And welcome in, everybody, if you're just coming in. Hi, Bandit. I bet Bandit's here to look at that. I'm going to make a prediction, Bandit, that you're here to look at that paperweight. I know you. But this is, I flip-flop my shows because I wanted to do my Latin American pottery in advance of Cinco de Mayo in case people wanted to get it shipped to them by Cinco de Mayo. So that's why I flip-flop, because if I had to wait until today, Cinco de Mayo's on Monday, that wouldn't have given it enough time for their pottery to show up. So that's the reason I did a little flip-flopping today. All right, the next item we have on pre-bid is this beautiful Balik. It is Balik. It looks like a yellow mark or gold mark here. That's probably the old Balik sticker residue. It's yellowed, so that tells me it's probably the original sticker residue. It is just a sack, a gathered sack. Beautiful little sash here. It does have gold on the edges here, all in great condition. No chips, no cracks. Just your beautiful, gorgeous Balik. And I do have a piece of Balik in my weekly finds on Monday, too. So the Balik has been coming my way. It has a pre-bid. It's starting at 12, and it's running. Thank you for your bids. I have a heart-shaped dish. I can run it today if somebody's interested in it. I had one a couple weeks ago that sold. And I found another one, believe it or not. Hi, happy to shop. Welcome in. There you go, Bandit. Hi, Leah. Welcome in. If you want me to run that other bleak, I can grab it off the table and add it. So, but this is what I had in terms of weekly finds for the week before. So thank you, Bandit. Congratulations on that. I do have another pre-bid. I love picking these up, and I'm going to have to move this out of the way to get it in the frame. It is 11 inches or a little over 11 inches tall. It is a Jack in the Pulpit vase. Pretty sure it's not quite 12. Yeah, it's about 11 and a half inches tall. It is a tulip, Jack in the Pulpit tulip vase cased. So it has the red glass, the white glass, and the green glass. Here is the base. It did have a sticker on it, as you can see. Beautiful, nice tall one. I mean, I have some shorter ones, but I know, hi Gypsy, these tall ones are loved by you guys. I have some people that collect these types. So this is going to pre-bid as well. It's going to start at 15 and it's running. Thank you for your bids. It's gorgeous. Yeah, it's a nice one. I like the red. Don't you love the red on the top? And then just that, it does look very, very nice. There you go, Bandit. Congratulations on that. I do have another Jack in the Pulpit similar to this. It's shorter, and I could probably start that one at, oh gosh, I'd probably do 10 at it. So if you're interested, just let me grab it and show it to you. Just say yes or no. If you're interested, I can add it for 10. It's a pretty nice one too. So this one's shorter. This one I think is only about 7 and a half. So if you want me to run this one at 10, it's very similar. It's just got the bulb on the bottom and it's greens and blues with no red. Okay, no worries. That's why I ask. You just never know. All right, that was it for my got another pre-bid. On that paperweight. So it is marked. It is Glass Eye Studio. It's the blue iridescent. And I don't know if this is pulled feather. I'm not sure what it is, but it's just gorgeous. I called it feathered. I did put a picture. I'm not sure if you saw that, Bandit. It does have a little bump right there. Do you see it? So it does have a slight little bump on the top, on the dome here. But otherwise, and the mark is extremely faint. Do you see it right there? It says Glass Eye, MSH 1983. Okay, so do you not want it, Bandit? I can cancel. I can cancel it. I'll run it, and if you get it, I'll cancel it after the show. Okay, so you don't want it. No thanks, you don't want it. Let me write myself a note so I don't, and somebody else may bid over you, so we'll just see how that goes. So Bandit, if you win, I'll cancel. Paperweight. Okay. No, it's okay. I try to put that in the description, but I get when you just see it, you might not have caught that. That's why I always like to, yeah, you can see it better right there. So I'm going to go ahead and run it, Bandit, and if you win it, I will make sure I cancel it on the other side, okay? Otherwise, everybody else, if you're bidding, just know that it does have a little bump right there. So, but it is gorgeous. It is marked. At first, when I bought it, it kept coming up at Glass Eye, and they were showing that they had those signatures on it. And then I put some powder on it because I could just faintly see it. All right, Bandit, I have a note here. As soon as the show is done, sweetie, I will cancel that for you, okay? No worries. I want to make sure you're happy. I don't want to give you something you're not happy with. I might be able to go in and cancel. Oh, I don't have my computer to cancel it, but I will take care of that, I promise. All righty, let's see what we have on next here. All right, here we go. All right, so if you see something, let me know, but otherwise I'm just going to go down the list here, and let me get my stage back up here. You're so welcome. And I know your name's not Bandit. I know what your real name is, but I don't see people calling you that, so I'm not going to call you your real name. All right, so this is amethyst glass. It's beautiful. It is, you can see it's that dark amethyst when you see it up in the light. It has a China sticker, made in China by Crystal brand, which, you know, you don't oftentimes see stickers on the Chinese stuff unless it's just a skew bar sticker. But beautiful glass. It has a nice feel. So I suspect it's a higher end maker on this glass. Beautiful little sack vase with ruffles. It's going to start at $8 and it's running. All right, so I've got all kinds of goodies here today. Blown glass. I do have a little Russian nesting doll. I know you guys love those. She's small. She's a five doll nesting doll. Got some other little fish paperweights and lots of vases today. The vases were coming my way this week. Speaking of fish paperweights, that's what's next. Come on, let's get up here. There we go. And this one is up here on the top. Oh gosh, that shoulder is killing me, guys. I gotta wait a month before my surgery. Okay, here we go. This is different because it's on a pedestal. I haven't really found an angelfish on a pedestal before. It's not marked. It doesn't have a polished base, so it's not a Murano or anything like that. But it's still beautiful. It's got the green spatter and some orange spatter here. There's this cute little beak, and his fins and everything are there. A little bit of blue inside the little base, and that one's going to start at 10 and it's running. I've got some Royal Copley. I have a Royal Copenhagen bird. Got this I got a cute little art glass frog, just all kinds of goodies in there. Some of this I got from my auction lot, so. All right, so that was the first little angelfish I have, but then I have this other little blue and white one right here. So this one doesn't have a pedestal. It has more of a polished base on the bottom. Let me move that to stage. But beautiful. If you like blue like I do, this really, it floats my boat. Everything's there. Hi, Rusted Mermaid. Hi, mermaid friend. How are you? Haven't seen you in a while. Thanks for stopping in. $7 start on this one, and it's running. It's even got a little eye pocket there for his eyeball. Hope everyone's Thursday is going well. So far, so good for me. Hi, RJ and Mason. All right. If there's anything you'd like to see, just let me know. Here is another art glass. This one's, I love this one. Look at the green ribbons on this one. He's got these little red eyes. He's got a nice, not polished, but I mean, not real polish, high gloss, but does have a nice polish there. But the ribbons go all the way through. Here's his little back legs. You can kind of see him better there. His little eyeballs, and then his little arms here. I don't know the maker, but he's going to start at 12. That's an awesome deal for this guy. Just a different frog. I don't normally see this kind of, like the ribbon on this. It's nicely done. My son isn't in here. He'd probably be liking this frog. He collects the frogs. All right, thank you for looking at him. And I was speaking of that Royal Copenhagen. I did put on there, I hope you notice it does have a tiny chip on his beak. I think it's a chip. When you look at him, he looks like he's all there. I mean, the beak looks fine, but then when you look underneath, I think that's just a little sliver off the underside of his beak. But when you look at him, it is so slight you don't even notice it. See, when you look at him head on, you'd have to be underneath him to see. Here is his mark. B&G Copenhagen, made in Denmark. There's his number. Let's look at the rest of him. It looks like he's on some type of a pine tree branch. There's some pine cones. He's just gorgeous. The glass, the ceramic feels so nice. The gloss is very high gloss. There's his little wings are all there. His little tail. It's just that little underside. So this is a great buy for him. They're running a lot higher than that. So great buy at $12. It's running just that little sliver there. Hi, Moonchild. Welcome in. Just a sweet little bird. And again, he's just got that little chip there. All right, thanks for looking at him. Let's put him back up here and see what we have next. Good morning. So I got these in a baggie. I thought I'd try them and see if you guys like them. I'm going to send you a couple of extra little the plastic inserts. So that I had ordered them. I gave one to a friend. I got a set of 3. So I'll send you a couple little inserts in case they dry up or get lost. It is a hummingbird feeder, but it is blown glass, as you can see. And it's just a small little feeder. You would have to fill through the holes on the side. But I love this yellow swirl with blues and orange, and it's just beautiful. I think that would attract a hummingbird easily. Be nice to put on a branch just outside a window so that you can see them come and visit, and it would just catch the beautiful sunlight. This is just going to start at $5, and it's running. I also have a blue one if you're interested. Hi, Nicky Nacks. Thank you for your bid. If you're interested in the blue one, I can run it for the same price. I'll show it to you, and then you can just tell me yes if you're interested. They're just sweet, and they will come with 2 extra little plastic inserts. I bought some for the one I kept. All right, thank you, Moonchild. And then this is the blue one, if anyone's interested. It's just blue-green swirls. Okay, let me get it added for you, Moon. And let's get a picture. Let's weigh it. All right. Blue feeder is what I'm going to put on here. $5 start. And get the weight in. All right, we're almost there. So $5 start on this blue hummingbird feeder. It comes with 2 little extra inserts here for you. So if these dry up or get lost, you will have extra inserts. I found them on Amazon. So if you run out of the 2 I give you, they're easy to find on Amazon. Blue hummingbird feeder. Let's take a look. Looks like some green and blue spatter. A little swirl right here. In great condition. Comes with its little holder, and it's running. Sweet little. I can just see these like little ornaments on your tree, right? And the birds coming to feed on it. Just gorgeous. I'm glad you like them. I wasn't sure. I'd like, oh no, should I try those? Because I got the bag for something else, but these happen to be in there. There you go, Moonchild. You have a set. Look at them. They're so beautiful. Beautiful little feeders. I'm going to write myself a note right now so I don't forget to put those little add inserts to feeders. All right. That way I keep myself honest here. I think they are gorgeous too. I'm glad you enjoyed them. We have similar tastes apparently. I don't know if Rustic Mermaid is still in the room, but I can't ever help pick up fish, especially if it's a fused glass fish. It's a tray. He's all there. It's not signed. He's got his cute little eye, his fins. He's got some scales. Just in time for summer, right? To have your picnics. You can lay some sushi on him. He's just multifunctional. He could be on the wall. I have another little fused glass fish. It'd be neat to kind of collect fish and put them up on the wall like a school of fish running through your living room or something, right? So he's going to start at 10. He's not real heavy fused glass, which is nice, and he's running. Blue, my favorite color. I don't know. I just can't help myself. All right. Thanks for looking at him. Put that to the side. All right. So this vase, I almost did not pick it up. Let me get this out of the way. It's a tall one. It's giving me old vibes, at least vintage for sure. But I can't find a match when I try to look it up. The glass seems like vintage, maybe Bohemian or some type of European blue iridized glass. It's a suspended vase. It has this little ruffled edge on it. It is iridized, slightly iridized. I just have other Victorian glass that feels similar. But again, if I don't know for certain, I can't really say that it's Victorian or older. The fact that that doesn't come up in lens tells me that it's probably not mass produced. The base does have a little rusting and wear on it. It's just an aluminum or some type of metal. I love the little swirl on it, and the vase is just suspended in the middle. It had a lot of dirt and grime on it, so to me, it just gives me old vibes, but I'm not certain. So it is going to start at, I'm going to change the price. I don't know why I put 19 on that. I think my fat fingers got in the way. It should have been 16, guys. Sorry. $16 start on it, and it's running now. But it's gorgeous. I just love the suspended look, and then this neat little holder with the leaves on it. It's just gorgeous. And the blue again. You know me. Thanks for coming in today, guys. I hope your Thursday's going nicely. We are still staying in the cool weather here in Phoenix and loving every minute of it. So the heat will come soon enough. We might even be getting some rain this week. Again, I just got things in an auction lot. I was looking for, it actually had a piece of Burmese in it, glass, and this happened to be in the lot, but I still think she's kind of quirky and interesting. She's a metal art ballerina. So the top half of her and then her little underskirt here is ceramic. And then she's draped by this metal mesh dress. I don't know what, tutu, right? And then it's got little washers on it and little wire here. She's got spindly legs, and then she's on this metal base. I looked everywhere. She is not signed. She does not come up when I do a Google Lens search. You're welcome to take a picture of her here and see if you can get it to come up. But she's just adorable. I don't know, you could hang earrings on her on the bottom of her tutu. If you know somebody that is a ballerina, that might be a nice little gift. She does have a little gem right here on her. And then the chrome silver looking paint. She's kind of abstract looking metal art, and she's going to start at 15. I just love her. At first I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to do with her, but I was like, let's try running her. If you're into metal art, she might be your thing. But at first I thought, well, is she a jewelry holder? And then I thought, well, I don't know, maybe you could put earrings on the bottom of her or something like that. Maybe I'll put her in my jewelry show, and that's what I'll do. She can be a display helper. All right, I got this set of beautiful cobalt. They are hand blown. Here is the pontal. It's a fairly smooth pontal. At first I thought they might be Blanco, and they still might be. They're not real seedy, so that tells me they probably, I don't know, they could be Mexican glass, but I'm not certain. So I didn't put them in my online platforms because I couldn't identify them as Blanco, although they have a feel to them. But good deal on the set of 2 for $8 start, and they're running. I might end up having to put them in my online platform. I have another set of turquoise Blanco ones. Maybe I'll take a look at those and see if they kind of match. Maybe I'll use them. I don't know. That's what's nice about doing the reselling. You know, sometimes you can use the stuff or enjoy it until you decide to sell it. But all right, if anyone's here from Canada, you might recognize this. It is called Fable. It is stunning. The workmanship on this is amazing. This rose, there's no damage on it. So it's a rose on a piece of what looks like bark with 2 leaves. And it is marked. There's the little hanger. It's a wall decor. It is Fable, Vancouver, BC, Canada. It's a nice sturdy piece, so and in great condition. We're going to start that at $8. Be nice just to have a rose on the wall for you, huh? It's just gorgeous. I'm not sure of the age, if they're vintage, but I couldn't pass up. It almost looks like that Princess Diana rose. Or no, I'm sorry, the Arizona Sunset rose that we have. Princess Diana rose is my favorite. That's that lavender rose. Oh, they smell so good. All right, thanks for looking at that. What else do we have? All right, this came in that auction lot as well. It's Fenton. It is a marigold carnival. It has a pre-bid on it. I didn't realize I had more pre-bids. So let me move that to stage. Don't be afraid to tell me there's pre-bids, guys, and I'll run those right away. So this is Fenton Marigold Carnival. It's a little swung vase, or I'm not even sure if they call these swung vases or if they actually use tools to pull on them. It has these little, I don't know what you would call them, embellishments of sort. It's gorgeous. Still has its nice shiny glaze on there, or a finish on there. It's not really glaze, but the carnival iridescence is there. There's the base. It's got that Fenton base, not the imperial glass, which would have the star in it. Got a little bubble there. No worries. But the edge has no chips or flea bites. I'm just double checking. The top is in excellent condition. That's going to start at $15, and it's running. I thought this had a pre-bid. It looked like it had a pre-bid. My mistake. Still gorgeous, this. All right. It can come back if it needs to, but thank you for looking at it. Let's see. Yes. Here we go. I have a pre-bid on this set. These, I'm not sure what these are. They are, I call them butter pats. They're about 3 inches in diameter. They're frosted glass, and then each pat has flowers on it. This one, not sure what kind of flowers, but orange. This one has apples on it. Is that what you would, TC, are you in the room? Is that what you would call them? Or are they sauce dishes? This one has little, what are these, lilies of the valley, I think. This one has a pine cone on a pine branch. Here we've got probably little daffodils or something, or tulips, yellow, and then a little white one here. And we have a pre-bid. It's starting at $8, and there it goes. I thought they were just interesting, the fact that there was a whole set of 6 on there. And it looks like TC's going to be in the lead and take those. And she is. There you go, TC's. Congratulations. Beautiful little dishes there. And then this also came in a lot. This one happens to be signed by Frances Taylor Williams. The other one is not. Hi, Jane. Welcome in. Good to see you. These are, I'm not sure what they're made of out of. It's that, I think, some type of resin, but it's molded, I think. It could be, I don't think it's rock, but it has that rock texture to it. Here's the number of the figurine, 1231. It is signed Francis Taylor Williams, which they're not all like that. And that looks like an original signature. They're not all signed when I look them up, but this is a sweet little girl on a rock or a stump. She's holding a beautiful little rose in her hand right there with her ankles crossed. Look at her sweet face. Aw, she's so sweet. And this one is going to start at 12. Let me get that down there for you. And she's running. How's your day going, Jane? I didn't get a chance to see who else was on today and see what other shows are going. I'll have to do that when I have to figure out who we're going to raid. All right. And then the other Francis Taylor Williams one. This is a beautiful one for Mother's Day, guys. In fact, this is called Firstborn. She's starting at 10 instead of 12 because she is not signed. But look at this beautiful mother and baby. Look at his little heart, his little hands on her heart. Look at mom's face. So in love. Look at the baby's even got a little smile on. Aw. This is, instead of the signature, just has the number, what is that, 3765, I think. Oh yeah, it's still morning for me too. Yeah, I had a tough week last week. I was I only on, I guess I was on both Monday and Thursday. I missed Thursday. That was it? No, I got Thursday. I don't know what I'm doing, guys. My mom was in the hospital. So speaking of moms, so my week has been kind of a blur. But this one's going to start at 10. Sorry, I got to talking and I didn't start the auction. Yeah, she's out. She had her sodium dropped way too low. She was in for 3 nights. So they got her all situated. She's getting stronger. But it's stressful. You just want your mommy to be okay. All right. Thanks for looking at that. Speaking of moms, and Mother's Day is coming up, guys. Yeah, thank you for that. I appreciate your well wishes. So this is an MMA piece, and from my understanding, there's a blown glass school, and I'm not sure which museum of arts it is. I don't know what the first M stands for. Maybe you guys can fill me in. I forgot. But they make glass in the style of other makers. And so this is marked MMA on the bottom. I've had other pieces of theirs. There you go. There's MMA. It is hand blown. It has this beautiful, what I would call drape pattern of blue inside the vase. It is just beautiful glass. I love the little blue drape on there. And then here is the top. No damage whatsoever. It is going to start at 18. Trust me, it is selling for a lot more than that. I like to give you guys the deal first. If it's your thing, we don't want you ending up with something that you don't necessarily like. So remind me again, Jane, where you're at. You're close to me, I think. Closer anyway, if you're still in the morning. Thanks for looking at that, guys. I mean, I see it on when you purchase, I see it on your, come on, there it goes, on your packaging slip, but, all right. So this is hand painted. I think that just says M lighter again, but there is another mark underneath it. It looks like a crown. So I just don't know where this came from. But it is hand painted by her, M Lighter, and then it has this neat little geometric random gild pattern along the top edge of it. It's just beautiful. I love this shape of vase. I don't know why, but this narrow square shaped vase just is interesting to me. I love it. But I love the roses with the gold. That's going to start at 10, and it's running. All right, if there's anything you want to see, let me know. I do have a cute little nesting doll up there you can see. I found lots of Dalmatians this time as well. So I have quite a few Dalmatians that you can see there in the background. Let me put this away. And again, this Japanese lacquer and Japanese art I just love. This is a lacquer. It's a pumpkin-shaped little box in black lacquer. It has this design on the top. It has a little finial that would be like the pumpkin stem. Beautiful yellow lacquer inside. That's a trinket box. It is marked made in Japan. So probably 40s, 50s, I would say, with the made in Japan, maybe a little later. It's going to start at 8 and it's running. Maybe this will be a good one to run in the fall too, with that little pumpkin shape. But you know, I run it first with you guys. If I pick it up during the week, you get the first look at it. All right, thanks for looking at it. All right, on to some of the little Dalmatians. First Dalmatian is this Joseph Original. This is the tallest one I have. He's a cute little guy with a newspaper. I guess his job is to bring the newspaper in the morning. And it is marked with a Joseph Original. It looks like Japan, so it's not California. It's a Japan sticker on there. Nice quality in the ceramic. No chips, no issues. Sweet little Dalmatian bringing in the newspaper for the morning starting at 10, and it's running. Get a drink. All right. If there's something you want me to pull up right away, just let me know. I'm glad to do that. All right, little Dalmatian, off to the side you go. Let's see. This next one is also a Joseph Original. It does have a little wear on the collar here. You can see a little wear on the red. Hi, Mimi. And but it also has its partial Joseph Original sticker there, along with probably an original price. Joseph Original Dalmatian. He's got his little foot up. Maybe he's begging. A little wear on the collar. Otherwise, no chips. No issues. This one's going to start at 8. And it's running. Cute little Dalmatians. And then those cute ones off to the back there, they're not Joseph Originals. I'll have to put these in my critter box because I do run a theme show for critters every now and then, and they would be perfect for that. Whoops, come back. All right, how about this? I had other big-eyed kitties. This is the last one that I have, but it's a big-eyed kitty and beautiful gray Persian, it looks like. It has a toothpick holder off to the side, and it's also a napkin holder. I did put in the description there is a bit of a chip right here on the back of the napkin holder, which if he's holding napkins, you'd never see it. And the back is designed as his back. Isn't that cool? And it is marked our own import, Japan. Look at that. I got a free pencil lead. Was stuck up inside there. Maybe that's what they were using this as, pencil lead. So I guess you could use it for other things too. Sweet little big-eyed kitty cat, and it's running for $8. No other issues but that little chip right there. Very kitschy. If that's your thing. I love the big eyes. Was it Puss in Boots? Was it that Puss in Boots movie where Puss in Boots showed the big eye and the little tears coming from it and to get his way? Do you guys remember that part of the movie? That's what it reminds me of. All right, I also got these in a baggie. In fact, they're still in the baggie. I took out of the baggie what I wanted, and inside were these dolls. Now, I don't know anything about dolls, guys. But I thought before I give them back, I would see if anybody's interested in them. So we have this, what do we call it? I had it and then I forgot it. Oh, goodness. I'll think of it. But we've got this little clown figurine. This is a Mexican one. She did come up when I searched her. She is older, a Mexican doll. Her hat keeps falling off, so she might need something to help attach it back. There was glue, I think, in there before. She's got her little hat. It's got some glitter on it. Her dress has glitter. Her arms are plastic. Her feet are plastic. So that's one. We've got the little Harlequin. Thank you. Now I remember. Harlequin doll. Then these two little, this one is actually plastic head, and then look at this. The legs are wrapped. She seems old to me. Her hands are wrapped. They're metal. Can you see that? It's like a wire and then wrapped in string. She looks old. And then we've got this little, I think this is probably a European, but it's similar. It's the hands wrapped in string. Some little colorful, I don't know, Portugal maybe. Yeah, so those 4 little dolls for a $4 start, and they're running. That's $1 a doll. For those of somebody maybe likes dolls or knows something about them, and maybe you could use them in a dollhouse. If you have a dollhouse for a child, that would work too. Otherwise, I will just send them back. But I thought I'd give you a try at them. You never know. And all right, I know I have people that love the Crocs and the salt glaze. So this week I have this one. It is a Mark Essig. It's signed. It's a stoneware crock. It does say Marietta, Georgia. I guess he did a lot of cities and states on his. It could be used as a dog bowl. I would use it like probably as a planter. I wouldn't care that it had Georgia on there. I've never been to Marietta, Georgia. I'm sure it's beautiful. Here is his signature, and I can't tell if that's a 9 or a 7. It kind of looks like a 7 because it's kind of straight. But then was he trying to do a 9? I don't know. And so it was August of something, 73. Beautiful shape, no chips. I don't know if this is just part of the making process, but it is only going to start at 18 and it's running. And then next week I do have is it a rock, not rockwood, rock something pitcher. So I do have a salt glazed pitcher coming up on Monday. It'll be in my next show if that's something that you're interested in. You might want to check it out. All right. And then we have, this came across as older Namaji because it isn't signed on the bottom. Let me get it up to stage. And it is a glossy glaze Namaji. So it is ceramic. You can hear. It has the black interior. But then they put the glossy glaze over the top. And here's the base. It is not signed. It is Namaji though. I don't know if they dipped it or they did the design first and then, painted the inside, but it's going to start at $12 and it's running. I have a Namaji vase if you're interested that has the more traditional matte finish on it, and it is signed. If you're interested in that one, I could probably run it for the same amount. It's a different shaped vase than this. All right. right, setting that aside. Let's see what we have next. Oh, we got our next two little guys. These are Norcrest. So the first one is this sweetheart here. Oh, look at that sweet face. His ear is flopped up a little bit, and he's just adorable. He's marked Norcrest. No chips or anything on this one. The other one that matches him that's also Norcrest does have a little chip on his ear. This little guy doesn't. I'm going to lower the price to $5 on him. All right. And there we go. And he's running. Sweet little puppy. I just love Dalmatians. My aunt, when I was in high school, she raised Dalmatians. It's not a breed of dog that you see very often anymore, is it? Do any of you know somebody with a Dalmatian? All right, setting him aside. And then the next one, he does have a little chip. And I only marked him at 4. So he's also Norcrest. He has the same number as the other one. So I don't know if they were sold as a set. His ears are really floppy. There's that chip. And he's got a cute little face too. Imagine you could touch that up with a little gray something or other, and it wouldn't even show. His tail's all there. The back is all there. He's just sweet. $4 start on him, and he's running. All right. Looks like I've still got a few items left. All right. Let's take a look at that little boot up there in the background. Let me put my puppies back. And get this boot. I don't always buy these, but I love them as planters. Hi, Terry, or I'm sorry, Terry. Maybe it is Terry. Terry Lease. But look at the flower on this is all there. So it's like, okay, that means I'm taking you. It's Norcrest also. And it's got that iridized glaze on it. I'm not sure. I didn't try to get this out. It might be just an old sticker residue. But very gently used, a little bit of dust in there, but great for planting, but also great for holding hat pins or anything, pins, whatever you have. Gorgeous little boot. And it says player, it should say planter, and it's running. I love the little pink touches at the top. But the fact that the rose is all there, stunning. All right, setting that aside. These, I believe, are old. When I looked for them, I'm not coming up with a match, so it's not something that's new and mass produced. And then it just has an old look to it. I did wash these. So the cloisonne, the enamel looks like it has some age to it. And the fact that there are some little areas in the back where the enamel is fallen out tells me that these are older cloisonne. Here's the second one. And you can even see this one has some fine cracks in it. Very, very nice for just trinkets, laying stuff in. But I wanted to make sure I bought them both. This one's in a much better condition than this one. They're both old, and we're going to run them for $8, and they are off and going for the 2. Probably, maybe even older than vintage, but it's hard to say. I like the color and then the little flowers in there. All right, setting them aside. Who likes the birds? Look at this. This is also a great Mother's Day gift. Look at this one. It's a mama bird. It looks like a blue jay probably, feeding its baby bird. Nice blue and white or gray colors on this. Look at this sweet little baby. There's the mama. Beaks are all there. Tails are all there. It is marked Japan. No chips. No crazing. Just beautiful little mama bird and baby bird. And that's going to start at 8 and it's running. Must be some great shows out there this morning. I can't wait. And get out there too. All right. Fly away, mama. Up you go. Now this is the Royal Copley. So one I'm called a quacking duck because he kind of has his head extended forward and his mouth is open more. So this is Royal Copley. There are, I think, a set of 5 different ducks of these, and I have 2 of the 5 of the set. No chips, no cracks. Now this guy, that looks like a chip. It's not. It's like paint. I don't know if maybe they were painting their house. Hi, Juju B. Thanks for saying hi. I didn't see you come in. So they must have been painting their house, or I don't know, maybe the artist splooshed a little paint. Hi, Paris. Am I getting? No. Okay. So that's the only thing I see, and there's a little sticker residue. But beautiful Royal Copley. This one's a quacking duck. No damage. And there's the tail. No damage. And that's going to start at 12. He does look happy. It's a happy quack. I love ducks. They are so, I don't know, they're fun. I had them when I was a kid. And when I was a teacher, we used to hatch eggs, and every now and then we'd, get a duck egg or a goose egg. One of the teachers had a farm, had property with stuff, and so she would take them. But they're just so much fun. They are messy because they like to mix their food with water. So they were not very clean. So the second guy here, I'm calling him a standing duck. He also looks happy, or she. I guess it's a he because it's a mallard, has most of the color. And you can see his head is just straight up. His mouth isn't as open. Hi, B. Welcome in. Tail is fine on this one as well. Base is fine. Maybe a little crack. I can't even feel it. I can't even fill it up here, but you can see there's a little line. It doesn't extend up into the body. Also in great shape. This one's going to start at 12 also, and it's running. Oh, that too. So do chickens. Yeah, we had chickens and geese and ducks. Growing up, we lived on a farm or property, not really a farm. Well, my mom had pigs. We raised a cow. We had horses. I guess it was a farm, but they're fun. They have great little personalities. All right, let's put this one aside. Take a look in the shop, guys. If I've run it all already, I'm happy to do it again if you're interested. Have this cute little Russian nesting doll. She's sweet. Hi, Mimi. Or I guess it's MLMI. Okay. But I think it's Mimi. I can't tell, guys. I can't see anymore. She's got this little pink and red rose. She does close all the way. And all of her babies are in there. So there's one. Here's the second one. That's 2. Here's the third one. That's 3. Whoops. And then you can see let me get this one. That's 3. And then here's 4. And then the last little pig, or the last little nesting doll. Wee, wee, wee. All sweet. All there. No problems with the paint. No chipping. No wear. They all are intact. They all fit together just fine. I love finding these. There you go. And she's going to start at 15 and she's running. I put small because, they come in so many different sizes. The one I had was a couple weeks ago had 12 dolls inside of it. It was crazy. Well, and I thought it only had 11. And then when I was showing them like I was showing, all of a sudden I saw a line because I had my glasses on. And there was one more little one left. So it ended up having all 12 of its dolls, which was stunning. Love when that happens, right? Had a couple of German pieces today. When I picked this up, I thought it might be Italian or Portuguese. But as it is apparently Ulmer ceramic. You can kind of see it down here. It says Ulmer ceramic if you look in, and it's made in Germany, West Germany. I found others that were similar. No chips. Nice little painting. I love that the bamboo handle is all intact. And you can remove it to wash it. These little things slide up so that you can get the handles out of there. And then they slide. You got to hold them down with your hand and then slide that back over to keep it intact. Gorgeous little basket, planter, bouquet. Put a bouquet in there, $10, and it's running. Oh, hi, Anne. Welcome in. All right, thanks for looking at that. I think I'm getting down to the last few pieces here. Let me see what. Yep, I have 2 more pieces left. So if there's anything you see in the shop, just let me know and I can rerun it. I will do a little table scan before I look for who we're going to be raiding into. I think I'm going to have to take my little step down so this fits in this frame. So this is a vintage. It's a pink. They called it an Empress. Apparently, Fenton made this for a tiara glass with their peacock motif on it. So it is not an extremely heavy piece of glass, but it is gorgeous in the fact that it has this peacock here with the feathers falling down. Here's the tree. I'm not sure what kind of tree that might be. Maybe cherry blossom. Those are cherries. Beautiful pink glass, no chips, no cracks. Here's the base. Definitely not, a Fenton style, but it definitely does have that Fenton peacock there. So that's going to start at 15 and it's running. And my silly camera is glitching. It doesn't like it that close, I think. There we go, better. And then I have one more. It looks like probably Bristol glass. It might be Victorian. It has that look. It just maybe it's in great condition, I think, if it's Victorian. So it might not be that old, but definitely has that look. So this is my last item to show, but I can go back and show you anything else in the shop. So this is that white satin, what they sometimes call Bristol glass. It has this gold. I just think it's in too good a shape to necessarily be Victorian, but it is definitely vintage. I love the flowers on here. Nice fall colors, but I think still good. Look at even the background, the gray has some nice details. And it is hand painted. I don't think that's necessarily a decal. I don't know. It might be. I can't really see the paint strokes, so it might be a decal on this one. Here's the base. Great condition. $12 start, and it's running. Hi, Kona. In Morro Bay. Beautiful area. So this is my last item. And but I'm going to do a table scan before I look to see who we're going to raid into. So if you see anything that you'd like me to show you as I scan what's left, just holler it out and we'll take a closer look at it and then we can run it if you're interested. So I do have these items still left. The little fused fish dish, that's a paperweight, does have a little bump on the dome. We've got some art glass there, some Norcrest Japan, Royal Copley. There's a beautiful vase. It's a Fenton Marigold Carnival. We've got these 2 figurines just in time for Mother's Day. One is signed by the artist, what was it, Francis Taylor something. Forgot already, guys. Another Royal Copley duck. Got some beautiful figurines back here. Some other vases. There's a little frog paperweight. Look at the beautiful ribbons on him. And then over here to this little crock there. So that's what I have left. If you're interested in anything, I have another weekly finds on Monday. I had to flip my show so I could do my Latin American pottery on Monday, so people would get it in time for Cinco de Mayo. But normally my shows are Mondays, weekly finds, Thursdays theme show. So Monday will be another weekly finds, and then I haven't figured out what my theme show is for Thursday yet. But I hope you'll join me same time. And oh my goodness, we have lots. No wonder. Everybody's going in and out. There's lots of stuff. We have Glowy Gal. I love Michelle. She's Thursday thrifting. If you know, you know. Adored Vintage, Gigi's. Let's see. Let's do Nina for Vintage. She's doing a weekly finds as well. So I want to say thank you all for joining me today, and I hope I see you on Monday again for my new weekly finds. I have some salt glaze so far. Oh, I can't remember, but I'm already gathering. I've got my full 40 items. So we will see you next week, I hope. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. Here we go.